Hi, yogis. Welcome. Namaste. How are you today? How are you feeling? How is your heart? How is your breath? How's your mind? How are your hands? How are your feet? How is your whole body? How are you today? Let's take a moment, just check in. How am I today? How am I right now? That question, sometimes it just promotes. There's an automatic deep breath that happens when it's like, okay, I have the space and the permission to just check in and to get real with myself, to be authentic, and to listen to whatever it is that comes up. Listening is a skill. Listening is hard to do sometimes, especially when what we hear, we don't want to hear. And now I think that listening and hearing are two different things. It's like when you're watching TV and you're hearing what's going on, but you're in a thought and you're somewhere else. And then you're like, whoa, I didn't hear a single thing. Or somebody's talking to you. And they're like, hello, can you hear me? It's like, yeah, of course I can hear you. You're speaking right in my face. But you weren't actually listening because you didn't actually hear a thing. I also get this when I'm reading sometimes. If my brain goes off in a thought, I can read an entire page and then come back to the book and be like, oh my gosh, where was my head at? Was I listening to the words that I was reading? No, I was lost in thought. I could go on and on with examples. You can't really listen to somebody when you are speaking. It's impossible, I think, to speak and listen at the same time. Listening, so important. And for many of us, myself included, I know that sometimes I just want to be heard. And not only do I want to be heard, I want to be listened to. This is a really big thing in my relationship with my partner. We hear each other. She hears me. We speak to each other. We listen to each other. But there are times where sometimes there is a disconnect. Maybe emotions are a little bit charged, and either one of us can can say, I'm not feeling listened to right now. Is it possible that we could just take a step back and hear each other? And this is a great tool to help navigate through any kind of confrontation, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's confrontation, to confront something. Great. Let's confront our fears. Let's confront our challenges. Let's confront our joys and our best moments. Confrontations are not a bad thing. But listening, wow, so good. I hope that you hear me right now and that you are also listening. And the words that I have to share actually hold some meaning. I try and share things that are of value, things that I find valuable to myself. So let's think about listening to ourselves. That question, how am I? And then what comes up? Is it something that you don't want to hear, so you just push it back down? That can be. And especially if we're fearing or we're feeling, if we're feeling fear or loss or anxiety, depression, those are things that we don't want. I don't want to feel sad, but sometimes I do. And the way to alchemize, to transform, to move through is not to bury, but to listen. So in that example, oh no, I'm feeling sad. Instead of, I'm great, I'm not sad, it's, okay, I hear that I'm sad. Why am I sad? Where does this sadness come from? That might be it. You might not need to do anything with it. It might be able to, just because of the simple fact of listening and understanding, being open to what is happening, might change it. Maybe not, though. And then we can bring in, okay, well, if that's the case, do I want to be? This is a good one with anger or jealousy or maybe these other emotions that they serve a place. I think all emotions are equally valid. Like we get angry for reasons. And jealousy, there's a reason in there. Envy, yes, they can be motivators, absolutely. But we cannot, and I do not think it is healthy to be angry all the time. Now, okay, something happens, maybe you get a little bit angry, maybe you're really angry. And instead of just, "Rah, I'm so angry." I felt like a toddler throwing a temper tantrum right there, but I think that happens. I get angry sometimes. Absolutely. Not sharing yoga when I'm with you on the mat, but I'm a human being too, believe it or not. When I'm not here, I'm a real human, and things upset me sometimes. But, and this is a question, okay, instead of saying, ugh, I'm just going to bottle that up. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. Let's just keep going. I'm fine, right? No. The approach is, wow, okay, let me listen. I feel anger. Because sometimes this can happen through an email or a text or something where there's not an actual face-to-face confrontation. Wow, I feel upset. I feel upset. Okay, why do I feel upset? What is this? And here's the biggest question. This one I love. Do I want to be upset? Do I want to be angry? And then listen to that. No, I don't want to be angry. Or, yes, I do. And because of that, I hear something very clearly. Let's not push this aside. This is also not being taken advantage of or walked over. If you're upset because something hurts you, then let's not just shove that away either. You have the right to be upset, but not to hurt anyone. I'm not saying, right? But you can be upset and let that. You listen to yourself, what's deep down inside. I am hurt. I am angry. I am upset. Okay. How do I move through this? Well, I can compassionately and kindly communicate what is going on to the individual who I am upset with. And if you're upset with yourself, because, oh my gosh, that happens too. If you're angry with yourself, instead of bottling that up, shoving it away, you just sit with that. And I think this is a way that we grow as human beings. I'm angry with myself. Dang it. I feel guilt. I don't want to do that again. All of this, okay, so these are just a few examples. All of this comes back to listening. To listening to what you truly feel inside. It's a great place to start. And then listening to the words of others openly, kindly, and compassionately. So our practice today, the intention is all about listening. And since we're practicing by ourselves, unless we've invited in a family member or a friend, I know some of us join our kids along to practice. And wow, what a great practice to share with children, listening. Because for whatever reason, kids don't listen. They just don't. And it's great because you get to teach the lessons over and over again. And it sticks somewhere in there. They're hearing you. And I think, well, this is a whole nother scenario, but the repetition is really important. But hey, why not with ourselves too? This is a skill to practice. We see these little reflections of ourselves, and we think, you're not listening. But tune in. Are you listening to yourself? Am I listening to myself? Whoa. Okay. If you need to switch the cross of your legs, go ahead. I know, big speech today. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And this is it for our practice today. Going through many of the postures that we've been in and introducing some new ones, a really fun flow. And we'll hold each posture, and when we're in it, listen. What do you hear? What do you feel? What bubbles up to the surface? No pushing down, but just letting rise. Okay, let's find our meditation seat. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. How are you? How am I? And what do you hear? And we don't need to change anything. Just listen. Let's bring our hands together, bow our head in. Welcome, namaste. Beautiful. Okay. Hands and knees, please. Tabletop position. We can set our cushion to the side, center ourselves on our mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide and start to move through cats and cows. Round back and arch back. Exhale and inhale. Very nice. Slow the movement down, connect in with your breath. Neutral, spread your fingers wide again, start to spin circles. Shoulders over hands and hips around knees. Connect in with your breath, and we can move a little bit more exaggerated into the motion. Opposite direction. You may need to spread your fingers again. Feel the weight shift. Hand to hand, hip to hip. Good. Neutral. Side bends. Look over your left shoulder towards your left heel. You'll feel length in your right side and a compression in your left side. Through center. Look over towards your right heel. Hips shift over to your left. Good. In through center, shift weight. Side bend to the left. In through center, shift weight. Side bend to the right. Back neutral. Cat and cow. So it's arch, round, arch, round, neutral. Side bends. Look left, right, left, right. Okay, let's bring these together, the cat-cow and the side bend. So it's a round back. Stretch your left side, look over towards your right heel. Belly goes down through center in the cow-shaped arch. Side bend over to the right, and then round your back through cat. Hips left, belly down, hips right, round back. So you can think about your belly button making a circle. These are called barrel rolls in one direction to the other. And once you start to get familiar with them, you can really shift your weight. Cat pose, opposite direction. Side stretch, right side. Cow-shaped arch, side stretch, left side. Cat-shaped rounds. And then we roll. And this is really nice on our spine. It moves in all these different directions. Healthy. Our spine likes it. Big step back with your knees. Little step forward with your hands. Hips back to heels, and then up the left side of your mat. Shoulders around your wrists again. Hips back down the right side towards your heels. Nice little hip swivels, bringing more shoulder mobility and accentuating the movements. Very nice. Let's go opposite direction. Hips up right side. Hands stay planted. Shoulders over them. Good. Hips back. You can untuck toes. Notice I'm pretty stretched out. My arms are way out in front. My hips are above my knees. We can go even further with your hands. Forearms down. This might be a good place to bring a block. Or if you do not need a block, you can place your forehead down, heart melting posture, aka puppy dog pose. And when I stretch here, I feel it in my trapezoids, in my upper arms, in my upper back. There's a little arch, heart melts down towards the floor, forearms pressed down, hands pressed down, lots of breath. Really, really nice, friends. So good. Excellent. Let's walk our hands back. Crawl our knees forward, step, step. Feet in line with hips, hands to shins. Spread your toes nice and wide. Lean forward, find that halfway lift. Of course, we can come to block or chair. Little bend in knees. Grab opposite elbows. Hang your upper body waterfall, forward fold. Shake your head out. Vision goes through your legs to behind you. Arms get a little bit heavier. We can relax and then shift your weight side to side. It's a sway, left, right, side to side. Find your breath. Very nice. Release elbows, unroll all the way up. Wide sweep of your arms, up, 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 up. And then hands to heart center, hands down. Very nice. Tadasana. Feet forward, hands by sides. Close eyes. Let's listen into this breath. Breath in. And breath out. Deep breath in. And breath out. Last one, breath in. And let it go. Really nice. Okay, let's bring movement into our body. Sun salutation. Front of our mat, hands up. Inhale, breath. Little bend in knees, wide arms, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lifts. Exhale, fingertips down, palms down, step feet back. Plank pose, high push-up. Knees down, spread your fingers. Look forward, strength. Lower yourself down. Untuck toes, elbows and shoulders towards each other. Little lift, inhale. Exhale, reverse. A couple more of those. Cobra, inhale, little lift. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, reverse. Good. Elbows towards each other. Push up. Hips to heels. Tuck toes. Heart to thighs. Keep that nice bend in your knees. Let the weight of your head drop down. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Very good. Let's take a deep breath in. Big sigh. Knees bend. Step your feet all the way up to meet your hands. Spread your toes. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Inhale, let's rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Hands go up, inhale, breath. Little bend in knees. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your shins, half lifts. Exhale, plant. Hands or fingers, step feet back. High push-up or low push-up, you get to choose. Chaturanga, forward, down, body down. Untuck toes, back bend, little lift. If you want to lift up higher, high cobra, and then reverse it back down. Tuck toes, option for knees up or down. You can push up, lift up back, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet and your fingers, relax your neck, lift your hips. Find your shape. Down dog is constantly evolving. I still work on mine. In fact, it changes every time because I change every time. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Step the opposite foot first this time. Bend knees. Step. Step. Maybe less steps. Maybe the same. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Let's rise. And exhale, hands to heart center, hands down. We're doing good. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, hands sweep up, hips back, knees back, feet plant. Good. Sink a little bit deeper. Deep breath in. Wide arm sweep, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fingertips or hands plant, feet step back. Plank pose. Knees high or low. Forward, down, lower, chaturanga, inhale, low or high cobra, exhale, and reverse. Toes tuck, full push-up, chaturanga push-up, or on your knees, downward facing dog. Fingers spread, feet in line with hips, 3 points of contact, right leg goes up to the sky. Full extension, right knee to nose, step your right foot forward, help it get up there if you need to. Start to lift up, press into right foot, hands up, crescent lunge, hips squared to the front, left leg straight, hips lower. Breathe. Now we have a breath to hear what we hear. Maybe it's physical, mental, emotional. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale, hands to the front. Fingertips down. Get our right foot back. Plank pose. High or low. Forward down, chaturanga. Inhale, back bends. Cobra. Exhale, reverse. Push up. Press back. Downward facing dog. Hands and feet, find your connection points. Lower your heart, relax your head. Let's go 3 points of contact, left leg up to the sky. Very nice. 2 straight legs, left knee towards left elbow, step left foot forward, root left foot down. Let's all find ourselves. Crescent lunge. Hips square to the front, straight right leg, hips lower down. Excellent. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. Hands plant. Step your left foot, knees high or low. Forward down, chaturanga. Back bend, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Push up. Toes tuck. Down dog. Very nice. Let's find ourselves. Find your breath, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Knees bend. Step, step. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hands down. Nice little bit of movement. Let's close our eyes, see how that feels. So good. Blink your eyes open. I'll stay standing front. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, chair pose. Weight into your right foot. Press your right leg to straight. Left knee lifts. Standing march. How's your balance? Doing good. Left hand, left knee. Right arm out. Vision locked in a spot that doesn't move on the floor or the horizon. Very good. Tree pose. Heel to ankle. Foot to shin. Please avoid the knee. Or foot to thigh. Find it. Hands to heart center or hands up and overhead. Find your breath. So good. Hands to heart center. Let's reverse. Left foot down, half salute reset. So hands go up, inhale. Exhale, little bend. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, back down to center. Weight shifts over to your left leg. Chair pose. Press it up. Standing march. Let's find it. Be here for a breath. Right hand, right knee. Right hip opens. Left arm goes out for counterbalance. Really, really good. We can release our right knee, set our right foot down to the floor, heel to ankle, hands to heart center, foot to shin, support, heel, up our inner left thigh, toes above our left knee, tree pose, third variation, arms up and overhead. Good, find it here. Breathe. 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 Hands to heart center. Release right foot. Set it down. Half salute reset. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, hands down. How is that bit of balance? Let's close our eyes. What comes up? What do we hear? You might hear that your balance is good and you're proud of yourself. You might hear that your balance is not good and you're feeling down on yourself. Well, why? Do you want to be down on yourself, or can you flip the script in your own brain and say, you know what? I am here practicing yoga. I'm taking the time out of my day to work on myself, to do better, to be better, and it's not easy. And for that, I am proud of myself. Even if I couldn't hold my balance on one foot, I am still so proud of myself because I'm trying and I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm doing my best. Do you hear all those things? Because those things are all true too. All right, let's keep moving. Go ahead and blink your eyes open in front of your mat if you're not already. Hands up, inhale. Little bend, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Flat back, straight legs, exhale. Fingertips, hands plant, feet back. Plank pose. Forward down, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, reverse. Push up or modified, hips up, back down, dog. Smooth movement. Feet in line with hips, bend in knees, hands plant, right leg up to the sky. Bend right knee, turn, stack right hip, scorpion dog. So good. Heart melts, shoulder square, neck relaxes, right knee into nose, step your right foot forward. Pivot your back foot 90 degrees, root down right foot, windmill up, warrior two. Check in with your feet. Heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Right knee, toes, fingers to the front, left leg straight, back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Yep, very nice. Arms level with the horizon. Good. You can look over your right fingertips, lower your hips slightly. Spine still straight up and down. Try not to lean too far forward. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Pivot your left foot slightly in. Straighten your right leg. Now reach forward. When you can't reach anymore, no dip of your left hip. Keep hips parallel to the long edge of your mat. Right hand finds your right shin. Left hand goes up. You might take fingertips to your block or to the floor if you've got all the space and you want that. Not at the sacrifice of dropping your hip and bending your knee. This is not the triangle pose. Heart open, hip square. So it might take less to find the full expression, but that's okay. Breathe. Breathe. Very nice. Bend your right knee. Sweep your right arm up to the sky. Left hand to left thigh. Right fingertips reach back. Left hand can go around to our right hip. And shoulders open. So good. Spread your toes. Root down through your feet. Very nice. Sweep back. Keep your legs where they are. Right fingertips to your block. Now left arm reaches up and over. So my right knee is bent. This is a new posture. Extended side angle. This one's triangle. Right knee bent. Left hand. Take your hands. Pretend like you're going to give the person behind you a high five. So pinky down, person behind you. This opens up into our shoulder. And now there's energy from your left foot to left hip to left shoulder to left fingertips. Good. Breathe. Breathe. Sweep your left hand down. Straighten and pivot your right foot. Both feet adjust. Wide-legged forward fold. Hands out in front. So I'll show you that move. Again, tend to go hips back, weight on our heels. Lean forward. Weights out of our heels. Straight legs, little micro bend in your knees if you need. And then hinge, forward fold. Let the weight of your head drop down. You can walk your hands as far back as feels good. Or if you've got your block, keep them there. And support all of your weight through your hands and feet. Good. Find your breath. Listen. What do you hear? So good. Inhale. Halfway lift. Bend your right knee. Hands to the floor. Straighten left leg. Let's just get this out of here. And left ankle flexes. Now, my right heel is floating up. You might have ankle flexibility to set your right heel down, but if not, that's okay. And you can take weight off your knee. If this is, for those of us that cannot bend our knee all the way, we're going to keep it lifted. It'll look something like this. Or maybe you could even set your block underneath of you, and it looks like this. So remember, physical limitations do not have to stop us from the practice of yoga. We just work with our body for what we have in this moment and figure out ways to adapt into these postures in a way that doesn't hurt. And if we can't find a shape that feels good, just don't do the posture, and that's okay. There's so much yoga that we're offering, that I'm offering to you, that you're practicing, that if you can't do a single posture, that's okay. Remember, the goal here is listening. Listen to your body tell you, please don't push me into that specific posture. Okay, let's come back up. And then go to the other side. So from wide-legged forward fold, left knee bends, right leg goes to straight. Same thing, we might be able to bend our knee. If not, we could sit on a block. This could help. Or, if not, forearm to thigh. And then we start to hinge and maybe even bring a hand out to the front. Really good. Breathe. Very nice. Straighten your legs. Let's come back up. Wide-legged forward folds. Set that out of the way. Pivot towards the front. Lower your left knee down. Left fingertips down. Right hand, right thigh. Twist over to the right. Reach your right hand up. Twist across your body. Yes, you're doing great. Lean into your right foot. You can pick up your left knee, a little bit more challenging, more advanced. Your choice. Twisted lunge. Look towards the floor. Press down into your right foot. Hands come up. Crescent lunge. Start to shift weight forward. Chair pose. Chair pose to standing march. Standing march to your version of tree pose. Find it. Breathe. Release your left foot. Big stretch up, inhale. Wide arm forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Plank pose. Fingers spread nice and wide. Let's look forward, lean forward. Chaturanga lower. Inhale, back bend. No low back pain here. No crunching. Reverse. Push up. Build strength. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big sigh. I'll switch so I can demo the other side. You can stay where you're at. Left leg up, inhale. Bend left knee, turn stack, scorpion dog. Shoulders stay square. Heart melts through, head drops down. Very nice. Left knee to nose. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your right foot 90. Root left foot down. Windmill up, warrior two. Back foot parallel. Left knee, left toes, left fingers towards the front. Hips lower down, heart open, breath smooth. Let's find a breath. And let it go. Very nice. You can adjust your back foot, turn it in slightly. Toes in 30 degrees, left leg straight. Reach, reach, reach. Tip, triangle pose. Right arm reaches up, light touch. Remember, please don't press into your left knee. If you do, it probably won't feel good, and you'll think, I don't want to do that. Listen to the pain if it's there, and try and make adjustments. So here, ow, I feel pain, not good. Here, okay, I feel a stretching sensation that I can breathe into, and it's okay. That's discernment, starting to recognize the difference. Let's sweep into reverse warrior. Left knee bends, right hand goes down, right thigh, left arm up and over. Reverse warrior, dancing warrior, lots of names for this. Right hand can go around to our left thigh, bend further into your left knee, and then side bend, left fingertips up and over and reach to the back. So good. Warrior two. Left forearm to left thigh. Here's another option for our extended side angle pose. Right hand reaches up and over. So if we have a block, we can go left hand to the block. If not, now notice the difference here. This is dumping impingement into my left shoulder. Not fun. This is extended out, activated, light touch, right hand up and over. So left knee, left toes to the front, warrior two legs, Right arm up and over, pinky finger down. Right shoulder opens up to the sky, right leg straight. Lots of breath. So good. Sweep your right hand down, wide-legged forward folds. Toes spread. Bend your knees, come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your hips. Good. Show you from the side. Now, legs can move to straight and start to lean heart forward. If it's about this far and you think, okay, there's my flexibility, great, stay here and breathe. You might be able to come here, stay here and breathe. However far it is comfortable for you to go, just work that. But your legs are turned on, working for you to keep balance, and you're stretching the backside. You're in it with your breath nice and deep. Keep it flowing and listen to exactly what you hear. Very nice. Okay, let's start to come up all the way. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Hips lower down, arms out. This is called goddess pose. I believe in other forms of martial art, it's called horse pose. We could be looking at a masculine and a feminine version. In yoga, this one is offered up to the divine feminine in honor, so we call it goddess pose. Knees are in the same direction as your toes, hips lower down, elbows back so our heart opens. This heart center full of love and compassion and kindness just beams forth. Very nice. Legs are probably burning. Oh yeah, it does that. Lego Man C grip to your thighs. Left shoulder dips down. Look over to the right. Back to center. Right shoulder dips down. Look over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder down, look right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder down, look left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Back to center. Let's come up with our arms. Lift up off your heels. This one's very challenging. Calves are alive, on fire, burning. It's great. Okay, pivot into warrior two. From warrior two, windmill your hands, pivot your right toes, right knee down. Left hand to left thigh, twist over to the left. We can reach our left fingertips up, lean into your left foot, straighten your right leg. So good. Breathe. 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 Root down into your left foot. Bring your hands up, crescent lunge. Crescent lunge leans forward, step into a chair, press up into a march. From march, find your tree pose. Settle in, find your breath. Let's release our tree, right foot down. Hands up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. That was so good. I'm so proud of you. That was a lot of yoga in that standing series. Halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, fingertips down. Down to knees, toes touch, hips back. We can find ourselves in our version of child's pose. And you are welcome to let something go, to breathe super deep, and to feel really, really good. Soften your face, relax your cheeks and your chin. And then we can listen. What do you hear? Breathe. Breathe. Very nice. Let's come up, friends. Make our way back up. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look to the front, step, step. Toe spread, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Cool. Excuse me. Okay, bound forward folds. And this one will vary depending on our shoulder flexibility. So from Tadasana, let's reach back and see if you can clasp your hands and straighten your arms. Now, I know I made that look so simple. It hasn't always been that easy for me, and I know it's not easy for everyone here. Now, if this is not possible, take the heel of your hands to your waistline, fingertips down your bum, and then elbows squeeze towards each other. This is a progression, right? So elbows squeeze towards each other, and you can see my elbows don't go behind me. That's about as much as my shoulders want them to go. Little bend in knees. That helps promote an arch in our back, and you can engage your shoulder blades towards each other. So hanging out, engage shoulder blades towards each other, and feel that stretch opening in your shoulders. Now we can go a little bit deeper if we have clasping of our hands. Hands reach up, up, up. Option here to take your hands up and over. Keep a little bend in your knees, let the weight of your head drop down, relax your neck. If we have the hand to hip connection, same thing. We can hinge, forward fold, shoulder blades, and relax our neck. This is a way to open up back bend in our shoulders in a forward fold. It's a new movement that has a lot of benefit, a lot of balance to helping us get into these regions, areas of our body. Good. Let's reverse. Hands all the way up. Bend your left elbow, right hand to your left elbow. Hips over to the left, side bends. Inhale through center, yogi pull up. Switch, left hand, right elbow. Hips over to the right. Inhaling up. Take your feet out wide, hands to heart center, malasana. Yogi squat, forearms on your thighs. If we've got the space, hips start to lower, and maybe we can bend our knees all the way and lower our hips down. Good. Wherever you are, A, B, or C, 1, 2, or 3, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. Just be there. And what do you hear right now? Breathe. Yes, very nice. Okay, let's take it down. Legs go long. Shake it out. Excellent. Bend your knees. Right leg crosses in, left leg in front of right. Cross-legged forward fold. You're welcome to go back to the wall. Remember to cross mid-shins. Feet active, hands by sides. This is another great progression. Start to lift up through your heart. And then exhale, hinge. Options to bring hands forward. Option to bring forearms forward. Anywhere along that way is great. Breathe. Deep breathing. So good. Keep your eyes closed if it feels okay. Let me rephrase. You are welcome to close your eyes if that is comfortable for you. And if not, then please, you have the option to keep a soft focus, vision on the floor. Lots of breath. Lots of breath. As we're cooling off and we get quiet with our movements. Our standing series is pretty loud. It's this posture, the neck posture, to the next posture. We're focused, so it's very physical, but now we're in one posture, and there's still a lot happening within the framework of our body, but it feels quieter with our movement, and that allows us to listen deeper to ourselves. This is one of the values, one of my favorite things about meditation is by not moving, default, I can listen a little bit deeper. No distractions. And these closing postures are very similar. Very nice. Let's make our way up. Hands back, left leg extends out. Left ankle flexes. We can bring our right foot into our left thigh. If that's not happening, that's okay. If our right leg is propped up like this, we can bring a block underneath of it. All good. Remember, so many options, and the more yoga you practice, the more familiar you'll become with these modifications. I'm here for you. If you need some help, message me, let me know. All good. Inhale, lift up through your heart, hands up, square over your left leg. Hands can go back to lean forward, to your calf, to your foot, or to the floor, wherever you are. Find a shape, find a posture that's nice. Steady in and breathe. Inhale and up. Lean back. Take your left leg wide. Take your right leg wide. Wide-legged forward fold. You can press down, scoot forward. It uses the friction of the floor to help widen the straddle. Hands by your sides. Remember, this is a great one back on the wall to feel that support to help lift up. Hands, this is a great one to have by either side of your hips behind, and you can slowly lower forward if you have the space to bring hands forward, palms down, or forearms down. You're welcome to do that. Settle in, find your breath. This can be a very deep stretch into inner thighs. Not easy to stretch into, but here's a really nice posture where that happens. Breathe. Lots of options to find the best one for you. Very nice. We can place our block inside of our left thigh or bring our left forearm down to the floor. Right arm reaches up, 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 up. And if we're here, we can also keep a left hand behind to stretch up and then reach right fingertips over towards our left foot. Very nice. Now, we don't want to collapse to grab it, but if you can go up and over and reach your foot, you might be able to grab your big toe with your right peace fingers and then use that to help open up right shoulder to move deeper into the side bend. Wherever you are, breathe. Very nice. Inhale, let's come up. Second side, we can go block inside right thigh, left arm up, right hand behind, reach left hand over. Here I can find a nice bit of stretch through my left side. Here I've got it too. And again, if you can grab your right foot, my left side is much tighter than my right. You can see my left hand is like 12 inches further away from my right foot than my right hand, and that's okay. That's just how my body is currently. That's what I was saying. I'm different every time I practice yoga, and so it's always something interesting like, oh, look at that. All right. What do I hear? Stretch out my left side a little bit more than my right. Don't be so hard on yourself for not being symmetrical. Love your body just the way it is. Breathe. Inhale and come up. Very nice. Let's go back. Feet about as wide as our hips. Windshield wiper. Knees back and forth, left and right. Excellent. Left leg crosses in, right leg crosses in front of left. Mid shin cross, hips lift and lower. Lift up through your heart. Option for hands to go up into a forward fold. This can be really good. And now we can close our eyes or keep our eyes open and settle into the posture. We're here for about 45 seconds to really settle into the moment and give ourselves some space to hear heart murmurs from inside our soul. Breathe. Very nice, friends. Let's start to make our way back up. You can extend right leg out, left foot into inner right thigh, or as close as it wants to go. Hands behind, lift up through heart, twist over your right leg. Right ankle flex. So right leg's not just hanging out doing nothing, it's active. Hands up, hinge forward fold. Maybe you can't reach your right foot. Maybe you can reach your right foot. Shin, fingertips to the floor, or hands back by your sides. This is all good too. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Very nice. Let's start to come up. Take your left foot into the center. Can bend right knee. Right foot meets left foot. Butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Hands by sides. We've got the support here. Knees lower down towards the floor. Options to bring our hands into our feet. Thumbs right in the space between our feet. We can lean forward. We can even support our legs down a little bit with our forearms. Maybe our forearms go all the way down to the floor and we hinge forward fold. So there is a lot of variation in this posture. Choose what's right for you. Settle in. Find your breath. Breathe deep. Very nice. Inhale, let's start to make our way up. Can draw our knees together. Center yourself on your yoga mat. Grab your knees, find a nice slow curl all the way back. And then with hands on knees, start to make circles. Knees in one direction. Knees in opposite direction. Can give our knees a big squeeze in. You can wrap an opposite forearm around your shins if that feels okay. Good. Arms to the inside, grab your feet, happy baby pose. Heels stack above our knees in whatever way that feels good. And rock this around a little bit left, right, side to side. Yep, really nice. Good. Left foot sets down, hug right knee in, big squeeze right knee towards right shoulder. Left leg goes straight, foot down towards the floor. And then our left hand can guide our right knee all the way over. Right shoulder comes up, that's okay. And then twist across your body. Right fingertips reach towards the wall behind you. Settle in. Let's take 3 breaths here, please. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Bring it all the way back. Unwind your twist. Right foot down. You can press in to readjust your hips and your shoulders. Left knee hugs in. Right leg goes long. Right foot towards the floor. Right hand guides left knee over and across. Very nice. Watch out for your microphone. Perfect. Left knee down. And then you can see left shoulders floating. And you can reach your left arm away. Vision goes towards it. Now we're here for 3 breaths. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in and breath out. Unwind your twists. Adjust your hips. Adjust your body. So it's time for you to find Shavasana. I will meditate with you while you are in it. So feet are out. Arms are out. Palms are up. Very nice. Adjust into your body in all the ways that feels really, really good for you to be able to relax for the duration of the rest of our class. You're welcome to close your eyes. Be as comfortable as possible. Let a couple breaths roll through. That's good. And then aligned with our intention for today's practice to listen, all you have to do is listen to your thoughts. You are welcome. This space is here for you to be a good listener to yourself, and no matter what comes up, you can offer yourself loving kindness, loving awareness, compassion, to hear, to truly hear from yourself, to yourself, and for yourself in Shavasana. Breathe. Breathe, be, and listen. Breathe. Deep breath in. Big sigh, let it go. A little bit of movement, motion, magic through your fingers and your toes. You can clear your throat, stretch your arms and your legs. Big yogi stretch across your body because it feels great. Feels awesome. And just listen to how good you feel right now at the end of yoga. That's amazing. Go ahead and press yourself up. Find your seat, find your cushion, wherever it feels good. The best. Join me seated, please. Let's bring our hands together right in front of our heart, and we can bow in to our heart space, into the intention, into the practice, into what it is that we hear through the art and skill of listening. Thank you so much, yogis. Namaste.